The first time Liam stepped onto the training ground of the alien warriors, he knew he didn't belong. The Zarathian arena was built from black stone older than Earth's pyramids, with torches of green fire flickering along the walls. Thousands of eyes glowed in the stands, eyes of warriors bred for conquest, taller than him, faster than him, with bodies sculpted like living weapons. And Liam was just a human, skinny, awkward, with calloused hands from years of farm work, and not a single scar of battle. When the alien warlord General Kale announced him as Earth's champion recruit, the arena erupted with laughter. Look at his arms. Twigs, one warrior bellowed. Can he even lift a blade without crying? Another jeered. Liam's face burned, but he said nothing. The humans had begged the Zarathians for protection after Earth nearly collapsed under plague and war. In return, the aliens demanded tributes, warriors to train in their ways. Liam had volunteered because no one else would, but he was no soldier, and Zarathians knew it. For weeks, he trained under their mockery. Their weapons were too heavy for him. Their combat style relied on strength he didn't have. Even the younglings tossed him to the dirt with ease. "You're weak, human," Kale said coldly one evening, tossing him a wooden staff. "Your bones will break before the war even begins. Go home." But Liam had no home. His family had died in the famine. Returning meant admitting that Earth had nothing left to give. So he stayed, enduring the bruises, the broken ribs, the laughter that echoed in his skull at night, until the day he stumbled into the forbidden chamber. The chamber lay beneath the arena, hidden behind walls of shifting stone. Liam had been following a trail of strange light, pale gold, unlike the green flames of Zarathian fire. It pulled at him, whispering in a language he couldn't understand. He pushed through a crack in the wall and entered a vast hall. At its center rested a suit of armor unlike anything he'd seen. It was tall, radiant, forged of metal that pulsed like it was alive. The chest plate was engraved with spirals that glowed faintly, and the helmet bore a crest shaped like wings. His heart pounded. He remembered hearing the warriors speak of it in hushed tones. The armor of Solakar, their god of war. Legend said it chose its wearer. No Zarathian had ever been deemed worthy in centuries. Liam's hands shook as he reached out. The armor flared with light. And then, like a river flooding into his veins, power surged through him. The chest plate folded around his body. The helmet lowered over his head. His bones stopped aching. His muscles no longer trembled. Strength flowed into his arms, his legs. He could hear every sound in the chamber. The crackle of distant fire, the heartbeat of a guard above, even the whisper of his own breath. The armor had chosen him. When he stepped back onto the arena floor the next morning, silence swept the crowd. The glowing armor turned their laughter into awe. The Zarathians dropped to their knees. General Kale's eyes widened. Impossible. Solakar's armor belongs to no one, but it belonged to Liam now. And when the first warrior challenged him, rushing forward with a blade the size of a tree trunk, Liam moved faster than thought. The armor guided him, twisting his body, redirecting the strike. With one blow, he sent the warrior crashing into the wall, unconscious. Gasps filled the arena. The same aliens who mocked him now whispered in fear. Is he chosen? By the god himself? They came at him one by one, giants with axes, champions with spears, hunters with claws sharpened by war. But none could touch him. The armor blazed with golden light, and every strike he delivered cracked the stone floor. By sunset, a dozen of their strongest warriors lay defeated at his feet. Kale's voice trembled when he spoke. "Human, were you?" Liam raised his head, the helmet burning with the light of Solakar, the weakling you laughed at. The next weeks changed everything. The same warriors who once mocked him now bowed when he passed. They trained beside him in silence, their arrogance broken. Some whispered prayers as if he were no longer human, but messenger of their god. The armor never left his body. It became part of him, pulsing with his heartbeat. But power has a price. The whispers came at night. When the arena was silent and the torches burned low, Liam would hear Solakar's voice in his mind. "My chosen, my blade, you will lead them. You will conquer in my name." At first, he ignored it. He only wanted respect safety, a place where he didn't have to feel small. But each day the voice grew stronger. Each day he felt the armor tighten, as though it was less a gift and more a cage. One evening, Kale approached him. "We fear you," the warlord admitted. His voice no longer carried mockery, only unease. "But we also follow you. The armor marks you as divine. Will you lead us into battle?" Liam hesitated. The power was intoxicating. He remembered their laughter, their cruelty. Part of him wanted revenge, to see them kneel forever. But another part, the farm boy who once couldn't lift a sword, still trembled inside. The whispers pressed harder. "Rule them. Use them. Burn the stars in my name." The decision was forced upon him sooner than he expected. One night, an enemy fleet descended on the Zarathian stronghold. Machines of war built by a rival alien empire. The warriors scrambled to defend their city, but the enemy's weapons ripped through their defenses like paper. For the first time, Liam saw true fear in their eyes. And the armor hungered. It burned against his skin, demanding battle. Liam stepped into the heart of war, golden light blazing across the battlefield. The enemy fired cannons that melted stone, but the armor absorbed the blasts, leaving him untouched. He leapt into their ranks, striking with fists that shattered metal. Every ship he touched crumbled. Every soldier who stood against him fell. The Zarathians followed. Their fear turned to frenzy as they charged behind their new champion. By dawn, the enemy fleet was ash, and the stronghold stood victorious. The warriors roared Liam's name. They no longer called him weakling. They called him chosen of Solakar. But inside the armor, Liam whispered to himself, "What am I becoming?" Days turned into weeks. Victories piled upon victories. Liam no longer stumbled or doubted. He was unstoppable. But every triumph fed the voice inside him. One night, after another bloody conquest, Kale approached him again. "You are no longer human," the warlord said quietly. "You are our God made flesh." Liam wanted to deny it, but the way the armor pulsed around him, the way his own reflection no longer looked like the boy from Earth, made him wonder if Kale was right. When he finally spoke, his voice echoed with something more than human. "I was weak once," he said, "and you all laughed. But weakness is a fire. Burn long enough in it, and you become something else." The Zarathians bowed before him, their cheers shaking the sky. And Liam, the boy they mocked, stood above them all, shining in the armor of a god. But deep within, he knew the truth. He had not conquered the armor. The armor had conquered him.